Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about the learning cycle that we have at London Design Engineering UTC. Our learning cycle has been designed to make sure that you have the best experience within your classrooms in every single one of your lessons. Now, the learning cycle has been developed over the last 18 months, and we've developed it to make sure that you have the best quality of teaching and that our structure is suitable for all our learners. You'll notice in a lot of your classrooms there are repetitive strategies used, such as the do now tasks, the implementation of the dirt strategies. Now, what we're going to do within this video is break down each one of these segments of the cycle and look at what your role would be and how you can take charge of your learning and you can facilitate your learning as well as support with the teacher. So the first segment is the prepare stage. At this stage, your teachers will ensure that you come into a nice and tidy, organised classroom. There will be a do now activity for you to complete as soon as you enter the room. Your teachers will be sharing the purpose of the lesson, so i.e. this might be the learning objective. And then what your role is as a learner is to make sure you come in on time and you're ready to learn. Make sure you have all your equipment with you and ensure that you know what your equipment is for different lessons. So if you have a maths lesson, do you know what specific equipment you need for that lesson? Or for IT, do you need specific equipment for that lesson? Carefully listen to the teacher's instructions. Often the do now will be ready on the table and your teachers will be asking you to get a start on the do now activity. Carefully listen to what they are asking you to do. If you're unsure of the learning objective once it is shared with you, seek clarification. Put your hand up and ask questions. Now we move on to the next segment, which is present. Now your teachers will present you lots of new information using a variety of tools. The information will be presented in small steps or chunks. Your teachers will ask you questions to ensure that you actually understand the new information, and if you don't, that they can provide you some strategies to help clarify. Now, what can you do at the present stage? Actively listen. This might be the point your teachers are asking you to take notes, or they may just want you to listen. So just listen to what the instructions are. Ask good questions. Get the conversation going in the classroom. And where asked, show your understanding of new information by working with others. Your teachers might ask you to think, pair and share, so you share the information with your partner. They may ask you to discuss with the person that's sitting next to you. Respond to the instructions that are given. The next segment is apply. The apply stage is where you're using the new learnt information in the previous segment, and the teachers are asking you to apply this in a new context. So your teachers will support you by modelling the task or the skill that needs to be completed. They'll give you good time to make sure that you are able to apply the knowledge or the skill. Your teachers will ask you questions to make sure that you actually understand the task, and they'll encourage conversation within the classroom, particularly whole class discussion. For you as the learner, you need to make sure that you are showing that you understand the new knowledge that has been learnt by applying it to the task that the teacher has set. You may be asked to present to the class what you've learnt or display your tasks to the whole class. You'll be given good time to practice the task. Make sure you are using that time wisely. Ask questions where you need clarification. Take part in whole class discussion. And more importantly, when all the independent learning work has been set through Satchel 1, make sure you are completing this by the set deadline. We've got the last stage. This is the last stage that I'm talking through in the video, but it isn't the last stage of the cycle. In fact, this is the stage that happens all the way throughout. The minute you walk into the door of the classroom and the minute you walk out, this stage is consistently happening, and this is the review stage. Your teachers will constantly ask questions to make sure that they can check that you understand concepts. They'll provide you feedback using the orange feedback sheets. There'll be mini quizzes for you to take part in, and that will help with the retrieval of knowledge. They'll ask you a variety of questions, and these will range from reflection questions, which will be quite detailed and purposeful, whereas recall is just to see what you actually remember in factual terms. So the teachers will vary the kind of questions they ask you. Your role in this part is equally as important, because you need to take part by answering the questions, and where you are unsure, ask for that support. Listen and respond to the feedback that's given in the orange stickers by responding in green pen when working on any improvements. If you're in Key Stage 4, you would have been given a learner pack with a mini whiteboard and a pen. Make sure you've got that on you. Lots of your teachers will be using that as a strategy, and that strategy is called show me. So they will say, show me the answer to, and they will ask you to write on the whiteboard. So make sure you've got your mini whiteboards on you. You need to be an independent learner by reviewing and revising the learnt material at home. So your role within this is quite important. You need to take part in your learning. Your teachers are here to support you. Now there's a saying, the harder I work, the luckier I get. It's about effort. The more effort you put in, the better outcome you will have. I hope this video has helped you understand the learning cycle that we have at LDE UTC. Your teachers are here to support you, but it is your responsibility to take charge of your learning. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the rest of your day.